Namaste. My name is Mohini Kamwani. I am 79 years old widow. Police jailed me illegally in Kalyan jail 4 days. Why? I am criminal, so I will arrest 4 police officers under section 43 criminal PC citizen arrest law on 15 August 2013 because Bombay High Court has said final judgment that police is guilty. Sorry, no English.
I am Mohini Kamwani, 79-year-old senior citizen widow of a freedom fighter. This is the ugly story of injustice and corruption by police, government, ministers, rich and powerful accused, magistrates and courts with me. My husband went to jail with Mahatma Gandhi in 1942 and I was jailed on India Republic Day 26 January 2012 illegally for sitting on a peaceful protest hunger strike at Azad Maidan. Police also jailed my son and handcuff him too, as if we are big criminals, killers or murderers. What an award, a big award government and police has given to the widow of a freedom fighter and his son. So please join me in my Dandi Yatra meeting at Azad Maidan, Mumbai for citizens arrest under section 43 criminal PC of 4 guilty cops on 15 August 2030 India Independence Day. Please visit my Facebook Mohini Kamwani event Dandi Yatra meeting for 15 August citizens arrest program. 40,000 plus people have visited this post. 600 people are going for my citizens arrest Dandi Yatra at Azad Maidan on 15 August 2013. Please join me in my Dandi Yatra meeting at Azad Maidan and see how I arrest these 4 police officers. Then you can also go back and arrest any criminal or guilty police officers in your city or country. People are coming from all over India and USA, Africa and other countries. Advocates, lawyers, NGOs, common women, common men. 600 people have confirmed they are joining me. Please come with your own banner, with your own grievance written on your banner. Any criminal harassing you, police doing injustice to you, magistrate did injustice to you, anything, and join me. This will be India's second freedom fight from corruption, from injustice, from criminals, including corrupt cops, ministers, magistrates who are doing injustice to us, and Section 43 Criminal PC Citizen Arrest Law is our power given to us by Constitution of India. This will give us the level playing field to deal with these criminals. Thank you. On 15 August 2013, I am going to arrest these 4 guilty police officers. Number 1, Additional DGP Javed Ahmed, Law and Order, Maharashtra, who himself does not follow or respect any law or order of Honorable Bombay High Court or Supreme Court. Please see this. Bombay High Court sent a letter on 21st January 2012, 4 days before my arrest, to the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Javed Ahmed, at that time, CBD Belapur, Navi Mumbai, asking him to requested that the grievance complaint of the applicant may be looked into appropriately. It would be appreciated if the applicant could be informed about the action taken in the matter at an early date. Plus, President of India office also sent a letter on 19th January 2012, 6 days before our arrest, to Maharashtra government saying the same thing. Still, Mr. Javed Ahmed arrested us, taking very fast action. In 4 days, we were jailed after these letters were sent by Bombay High Court and the President of India. Second police officer to be arrested is DCP Purushottam Karad, Vashi Zone, who has been sending false reports to higher authorities and even submitting it to Honorable Bombay High Court in the case that I have filed against all these police officers. This is Maharashtra Police. Number 3 is Mr. Lakshman Kale, the police inspector who arrested me illegally, lying to me by asking me to come to Vashi police station for registration of my FIR against my accused who were threatening me since last 2 years. He told me at the police station, my mother has died, you are like my mother. And then he cheated me. Instead of filing my FIR, he took me to the magistrate lower court at Vashi, and I was shocked when he told the magistrate that he has arrested me and my son. I requested the magistrate to allow me to call my lawyer, inform my relatives, but the magistrate heard nothing. I showed him prima facie documentary evidence that I was sitting on a peaceful protest hunger strike because police were not registering my FIR at Azad Maidan, and I have called off my hunger strike and I have come home. I have not broken any law. I have given an undertaking, and here is a letter from Azad Maidan police and their stamp and signature, but the magistrate still sent us to jail. This is really shocking. And the fourth police officer is Mr. Rao Sahib Sardesai, who for past 2 years did not register or complaint, nor did he take any action against the accused, rich and powerful accused who were threatening me, sending underworld people to my house, demanding my bank account and signatures, trespassing into my house. Nothing. Please also see this. 40 letters have come from Prime Minister's office from 2011 onwards. To Government of Maharashtra and copy to me. Plus, Sonia Gandhi's office also sent letters to Ministry of Home Affairs and copied to me from 2011. And Honorable President of India also has been sending letters since 2011. And 2012. Even Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India sent various letters from 2011 to Additional Chief Secretary, Government of Maharashtra, and even said this is regarding murder of her husband and young son. Even then, I was jailed by these police officers. This is the Citizen Arrest Law, Section 43 of the Code of Criminal Procedure, 1973. Any private person may arrest or cause to be arrested any person who, in his presence, commits a non-bailable and cognizable offence, or any person or any proclaimed offender, and without unnecessary delay shall make over or cause to be made over any person so arrested to a police officer, or in the absence of a police officer take such person or cause him to be taken in custody to the nearest police station. The guilty corrupt cops did not read me my arresting rights nor allow me to call my lawyer, but I will read them their arresting rights. I will tell them, you are hereby arrested for violating Honorable Supreme Court arrest directives as per D.K. Basu case 97, plus contempt of Honorable Supreme Court, plus crimes against a woman, plus breaking senior citizen protection laws by illegally arresting, detaining and jailing a 79-year-old senior citizen complainant, widow of a freedom fighter. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say could be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to engage a lawyer, not a liar, because for engaging a liar, you are also being charged for filing a false case, plus false charge sheet, plus false sworn affidavits, plus forgery of entries in police station diaries, plus contempt of court, plus perjury, for which the jail term is 7 years.
Why I am arresting these 4 police officers? Please see this Bombay High Court final judgment.
Please see this Bombay High Court final judgment, page 22, para 15. The judges say, we find no reason to question the case of petitioners that they were detained in the police station and thereafter suddenly produced in the court of the magistrate, and to their dismay learned that they had been arrested. There was no impending threat of petitioners for committing suicide, and in passing therefore we may say that their arrest and detention itself was not justified. However, the fact remains that the authorities have committed a blatant violation of the directives of the Supreme Court in D.K. Basu's case, and the petition on that score deserves to succeed. I was given this final judgment by Honorable Bombay High Court on 13 June 2013, after 1 year, and 11 judges were changed during my case hearing. Especially 7 judges changed in last 6 months after my human rights NGO lawyer left me in the middle of the case, and I fought this case as petitioner in person without any advocate. Why 7 judges were changed? Is that normal? I would be asked to submit the proofs and documentary evidences, then do my arguments, and then I would ask the judges, please give me the final judgment now. They would say, you will get your final judgment next month. Next month when I go to the court, the judges changed, and he would say, you start your case all over again. The judges changed. I don't know anything about your case. Then finally on June 13, I was given this judgment. But why 7 judges changed in last 6 months? And especially 2 clear, strong orders were passed by Honorable Justice Abhay S. Oka and Honorable Justice A.S. Shinde, which clearly showed that we may note here that in the station diary entry number 26, which is made at the time of arrest of the petitioner and her son, there is not even reference to the arrest form. There is no entry in the station diary that arrest form was drawn, and the petitioner and her son declined to sign the same. However, in the affidavit of Sri Rao Sahib Sardesai, dated 3rd August 2012, there is no reference whatsoever to the arrest form being drawn. Please see this. We have perused the original arrest form of the petitioner and her son. Prima facie, it appears to us that endorsement that arrestees declined to sign the same has been subsequently made, as the handwriting appears to be different than the handwriting in which various details have been filled in. Please see this. Honorable Supreme Court law on punishment for police officers violating D.K. Basu case 1997 arrest guidelines. The Supreme Court directions as to what should be done for the violation of D.K. Basu case 19 arrest guidelines by any officer of the police. Number 1, failure to comply with the requirements shall, apart from rendering the concerned official liable for departmental action. Number 2, also render him liable to be punished for contempt of court, and proceedings for contempt of court may be initiated in any high court of the country having territorial jurisdiction over the matter. So, Your Lordship, the 4 guilty police officers should be in jail. How are they still allowed to be in police uniform? It's shocking to note that why no Supreme Court laws, orders or judgments were not implemented in my case against police, Maharashtra State and Home Department. Honorable Justice Markandeya Kaju and Justice Gyan Sudha have clearly said, if crimes are committed by ordinary people, ordinary punishment should be given. But if the offence is committed by policemen, harsher punishment should be given to them, because they do an act totally contrary to their duties. Crimes against women law, senior citizen protection law, why no mention of the fact in the final judgment of the Honorable Bombay High Court that I am a 79-year-old senior citizen plus a woman, a widow of a freedom fighter, to highlight the seriousness of the crime by 4 guilty police officers, hence stringent punishment to them. Why? It's shocking. Instead of giving punishment to the 4 guilty police officers, Maharashtra Government, Home Department, Director General of Police and even Honorable Bombay High Court has done nothing. On the contrary, the guilty police officers have been given medals and promotions. Javed Ahmed, who was Police Commissioner of Navi Mumbai, has been promoted as Additional DGP Law and Order Maharashtra State. And Lakshman Kale, who was an Assistant Police Officer at Nerul Police Station, has been promoted as in charge of Vashi Police Station in my area. That is why I say, police arrested, detained and jailed me, a 79-year senior citizen widow of a freedom fighter, and my son illegally. But Honorable Bombay High Court takes no action against guilty police legally. And Maharashtra Government Home Department DGP gives medals and promotions to guilty police illegally. That is why I will make citizens arrest under Section 43 Criminal PC of the 4 guilty police officers on 15 August 2030, India Independence Day, legally. I have sent a humble request petition to Honorable Chief Justice of India, Shri P. Sathasivam. Please see what he says. Judiciary not untouched by corruption. A few members of the judiciary have dishonored their oath of office, but that the solution lies in the hands of litigants. I believe in giving priority to cases relating to women and children and making enforcement of law more stringent in case of violence against women and children. In a number of judgments, he has cautioned the courts against awarding lesser sentences to crimes against women and children, and said, showing undue sympathy towards accused by reducing their sentence would be deleterious to the society.
Why no action on 4 guilty police officers by High Court or government? Why?
What is more shocking is that the Honorable President of India, Honorable Prime Minister of India, and Honorable Sonia Gandhi are also just sending letters, 40 letters, 2 letters, 3 letters, but not helping a 79-year-old senior citizen widow of a freedom fighter. Point to note is that they are all senior citizens themselves, but they are rich senior citizens, whereas I am a very poor senior citizen widow. So much hue and cry for violence against women laws, senior citizen protection laws. It will take them 1 minute to pick up the phone and help me, but they are just sending letters. Shocking. Looks like Honorable India President, Prime Minister Sonia Gandhi are scared of NCP Sharad Pawar, India Agriculture Minister, and NCP R.R. Patil, Home Minister Maharashtra. And because NCP Sharad Pawar is the coalition partner with central government, Congress government at center and in Maharashtra. Mind you, coalition partner. See this Wikipedia. Sharad Pawar, during his tenure as Minister of Agriculture, there have been farmer suicides in excess of 15,000 per year, totaling over 200,000 since 1997. Sharad Pawar has stated on record that he believes the rate of farmer suicide in India is a normal thing. This is not my quote, this is his quote on wikipedia.org.wiki, Sharad_Pawar. Times of India, Mumbai, 08 June 2013, page 8. I quote, 5 to 6 of Sharad Pawar's NCP cabinet ministers for their alleged involvement in various scams, rupees 6,000 crores. Deputy CM Ajit Pawar, Chhagan Bhujbal, Sunil Tatkare, Gulabrao Devkar, Vijay Kumar Gavet. This is the ugly truth of politics. That is why Prime Minister, President and Sonia Gandhi are not taking any action in my case. And because of Sharad Pawar's clout and political power, his Deputy Home Minister R.R. Patil has no regard at all for any law or any Honorable Bombay High Court orders or Honorable Supreme Court orders. See, this is what the judges of Honorable Bombay High Court have said. Why in another case? Why no criminal action against cops? Ask HC. Action against erring cops should serve as deterrent. Justice Dharmadhikari has said this in the Facebook girls' illegal arrest case. I also filed a case with National Commission for Women, Government of India organization, and NCW sent various letters including this in 2000. This clearly says this has reference to your petition filed before the commission, which was placed before the commission. On examining the contents of the same, the commission has passed the following order. The commission white letter dated 2/2011 copy has forwarded your complaint to the member secretary Maharashtra State Commission for Women for immediate appropriate action and grant of relief in accordance with the law at its end under intimation to the complainant. In addition to this, the Commission has also forwarded the aforesaid complaint to the Station House Officer, Thane in charge, PS Vashi, Police Station Vashi, Mumbai, Maharashtra for action as deemed appropriate in view of the grievances and complaints. See this letter sent by NCW to Srimati Krishna Tirath, Honorable Minister, Ministry of Women and Child Development, Government of India, New Delhi, Shri Javed Ahmed, Commissioner of Police, Navi Mumbai, and copy to me. I also went to Maharashtra State Human Rights Commission, Mumbai, in 2011, and see this. They have sent various notices and summons to Commissioner of Police, Navi Mumbai. To send reports. Please see this. Maharashtra State Human Rights Commission has sent these summons to the Commissioner of Police, Navi Mumbai, Shri Rasab Sardesai, and copied to me, asking them to come to the Commission office on 22 December 2011 at 11 a.m. in courtroom number 1 for final hearing. The police did not come at the designated time, so the Commission Chairman dictated ex parte order. One line, when Mohini Kamani has severed a relation with her grandsons and daughter and son-in-law, then why are they harassing her, asking her for her bank account number and signature, and threatening her, doing trespass? Vashi police, please take action. But I did not get the copy of this order. I was told to collect it on 2nd January 2012. When I went there, I was shocked. I was given a totally changed final order. The order says in its first line itself that after Mohini Kamani left, Vashi police came and submitted a report saying that I am claiming maintenance, which is totally false and malified. This is what the police has been doing in my case, lying and sending false reports to National Commission for Women or Maharashtra State Human Rights Commission and accuse bribing everywhere. That is why I went and sat on a peaceful protest hunger strike at Azad Maidan from 16th January 2012, and on 25th January 2012 we were arrested illegally and jailed for 4 days at Kalyan jail. When me and my son were jailed illegally for 4 days at Kalyan jail, my daughter Kanta had to stay alone for 4 days. Imagine, I was so worried. Anything could have happened to her. Somebody could have looted her, murdered her, or raped her. We requested the police so much to allow us to make just one call to our relatives so that they can take care of my poor daughter for 4 days. But police told us, this is how you will stop complaining against us. This is a teaching for you, a lesson for you not to complain against police to the higher authorities. It's so shocking. Even today she is scared. And police also did not let us take the basic necessities like toothpaste, toothbrush, soap, towel, clothes. Imagine, I slept in the jail on the floor for 4 days in one sari without having food, because no brushing of teeth, no taking bath. I have never done that in my life. I always get up and take a bath and pray to God, make my prayers and then have something. My life has become hell after that jailing. So much of mental torture and defamation in the society. My relatives, neighbors, everybody, people have stopped talking to me saying, you were jailed at this age. This is so shocking. Please help me, support me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Why me and my son were jailed illegally? What was our crime? I complained to police that accused criminals are threatening me, but police take no action against following accused for 2 years. Accused number 1, Jitendra Karani, chartered accountant, husband of TV actress Alka Verma Karani of CID fame, owner of One Street Capital Advisors, website www.onestreet.co.in. Number 2, Manoj Karani, engineer, Dubai, GCC at Sonic Wall, Dell Computers. Number 3, Sanjeev Karani, engineer, USA, San Francisco, California, Calypso Technology Private Limited. I was told by the Secretary of Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Prithviraj Chauhan, that police caught your accused for threatening you and coming to your house and demanding your bank account numbers and signatures. But they bribed the police 2 to 3 crores. That is shocking, because if an FIR was registered against them, Jitendra Karani, whose CA, would lose his CA license. He will be blacklisted by ICAI as per new government rules. And Manoj Karani, who is in Dubai, and Sanjeev Karani, who is in USA, will not be able to travel abroad. That is why they have bribed so heavily. Please see this. When I complained to police, Vashi police has just given them legal notices under section 149 to Jitendra Karani. First notice was served to him on 26/2011. Then why second notice again on 27/12/2011? Why no legal action against my accused? Please see this. All were given 2 notices. First on 19/6/2011 to Sunita Narendra Karani. Second notice again to Sunita Narendra Karani on 27/12/2011. Narendra Uttamal Karani, first notice on 19/6/2011. Second notice to Narendra Uttamal Karani on 27/12/2011. 149 notice to Sanjeev Narendra Karani on 19/6/2011. Why only notices? Because they are bribing heavily to police. The first notice clearly says, if you violate this notice and threaten Mohini Kamwani again, then legal action will be taken against you. But why give second notice to them? They are continuously threatening me for 1.5 to 2 years. This is really shocking. When I did RTI, that is when I was told by Chief Minister's Secretary that they are bribing the police, and that is why police jailed me illegally on behalf of and at the behest of Jitendra Narendra Karani and his family. Please see this documentary evidence of CDR, call detail records of a criminal Hiten Sampath who came to my home and threatened me and looted me. He is connected with underworld. He is in touch with my accused Sanjeev Karani on mobile. These are the Bharti Airtel call detail records of Hiten Sampath and Sanjeev Karani talking to each other on mobile phones. I gave this documentary evidence to police. Police has registered my FIR, but only against Hiten Sampath, who has also looted and cheated hundreds of people in Mumbai and Navi Mumbai. But police said he is absconding and they have filed a closure report saying they cannot catch him. But shockingly, they have not taken any action against my accused Sanjeev Karani. They are protecting my accused Sanjeev Karani openly even after these documentary evidences. I also submitted this to Honorable Bombay High Court, but no action has been taken by even Honorable Bombay High Court on this matter. Please see this. I have severed my relation with my accused dowry demanding son-in-law, daughter and 3 grandsons, entire Karani family, by issuing them legal notices. In Vashi Times from 2007. Second legal notice on April 6, 2007. Please think, when will a mother or a grandmother sever her relation with her daughter or her grandsons when they must have crossed all their limits? Yes, they looted us for 30 years. And I lost my freedom fighter husband. He died of double pneumonia because we did not have money. We were looted by my son-in-law, my daughter and my 3 grandsons. Doctors told us, you have brought him to the government hospital at the last minute. Both his lungs are fired. He has got double pneumonia. Now we cannot save him. And he went into coma and we lost him in 4 days. He had gone to my son-in-law and requested him to give him some money, at least for his medical treatment. But my son-in-law told him, you think money grows on trees? And imagine, they have to pay us 1.36 crore, that is about 13 million Indian rupees. That is how I lost my husband. And seeing that, my young son went into a coma. For 21 days he was hospitalized in the same government hospital, and we lost him also at the age of 35 years. Then my second unmarried, physically handicapped daughter, Geeta, committed suicide in 2007 because she had met with an accident and she broke her spinal cord, and she also requested my married daughter and son-in-law to give her some money. They told her, "You are not married. Why you want to treat yourself? What happens even if you die? You don't have any children or husband." So she came home and took pills and she committed suicide. That is how I have lost 3 members of my family. But when I complained to Vashi police, they took all this information from me and they caught my accused Karani family. But because they were bribed, so they planned a criminal conspiracy by Navi Mumbai police since 24 December 2010. They became spin doctors, defense lawyers, jury and the judge for the accused Karani family, and they started sending false reports, false replies, false RTI replies to misguide higher authorities, ministries and home department, to deny justice to and harass poor and helpless victims, 77 widow, senior citizen Mohini Kamwani, to help protect, save and rich powerful criminals, Karani family. See this, I have submitted this to Honorable Bombay High Court also. And this ugly truth of Navi Mumbai DCP Zone Vashi Shri Purushottam Karad, lying again to protect accused Karanis. These are all the letters from 2011 I have sent to Honorable President, Prime Minister and Supreme Court and High Court, and also submitted in my case in Bombay High Court. How DCP Karad is lying and filing false reports in Bombay High Court also, but still no action has been taken against these 4 guilty police officers, including DCP Karad, either by government, Home Department or DGP, or even Honorable Bombay High Court. Police has been telling everybody, including Bombay High Court, that I am asking maintenance of 1.36 crore. That is about 13 million. They are lying. That is the money owed by my accused to me. But I severed my relation with them in 2007. I have never asked for this amount to protect this accused. After taking bribes, police has started this spin story. Now please think, if I was asking for maintenance, will I go to the houses of the accused and threaten them, demand them the money, or they will come to my house? Will the police serve legal notice under section 149 to me for threatening them, or the police will serve notice to my accused? The fact is, my accused, entire Karani family have been served legal notices under section 149 by the same Vashi police and these police officers. But they are lying that I am demanding maintenance, so that this is a civil matter, so I should go to the court. That is why they are not registering my FIR. It's very simple. My complaint to police dated 23 and 24 December 2010 is clearly about accused threatening me, coming to my house, and forcible trespass, criminal intimidation, demanding my bank account and signature, bank account number and signatures, to loot me again. Where is my complaint for 1.36 crores? Police has spun this story to protect the accused. Please see this. criminal nexus of Navi Mumbai corrupt cops. Corruption in Navi Mumbai police. This is MLMB, the multi-level marketing network of ministers, law-keepers, mafia plus builders. Navi Mumbai is a very lucrative city, billions of US dollars at stake. A booming city with upcoming international airport, Palm Beach Road, Trans Harbour Link, mega projects, townships on Mumbai-Pune Expressway, JNPT. Navi Mumbai cops, ex-cops are caught in murders, contract killings, backed by a powerful lobby of greedy builders, corrupt ministers, mafia dons. Corrupt cops are only interested in big bribes. Cops are not interested in policing the city, nor not registering complaints, FIRs of the common man, plus doing injustice to women, senior citizens, poor citizens. Corrupt cops are killing plus jailing poor complainants and helping criminals, rich accused. Maharashtra Government Home Department DGP is not taking any action against the corrupt cops because bribes go right up to the top. 14 Navi Mumbai cops were suspended by R.R. Patil. Bootlegging cops, this is what Midday newspaper says. Cops escort cash van to Goa, return with 500 liquor bottles. Imagine, this is Navi Mumbai police. Please see this, another case of clear police corruption in Navi Mumbai. Prime suspect Bijlani exchanged 105 calls with Navi Mumbai CP and 114 calls with Rao Sahib Sardesai. Suresh Bijlani is the accused in Lahoria murder case. He was absconding for some months. Incidentally, this Suresh Bijlani stays in the same building where my accused daughter, son-in-law and 3 grandsons stayed in Vashi for 30 years, and he has close relation with my accused daughter's family. So I have more fears of life from my accused Karani family. My son Dilip Kamwani has done AIDS awareness program with Maharashtra government in 1996 to create AIDS awareness for poor people. He organized a human AIDS live concert with participation from leading artists like Shamak Dawar, Alisha Chennai, Remo Fernandez, Baba Saigal, Sunita Rao, Shaggy and others. Sunil Shetty, Jackie Shroff, Shekhar Suman, Dr. B.K. Goyal, Nana Chudasama, all of them were in this show at Chopati, Girgam Chopati, Mumbai. Wishcraft, the event company, managed the show. Everybody told my son, with so many artists, you keep a ticket of 500 rupees or 1000 rupees, you will make crores. But he told them, I want to educate poor people who don't know about AIDS to save their lives. Rich people who will buy tickets, they know everything about AIDS. So So he kept an AIDS exhibition at Chowpatty and announced to collect free passes from the AIDS exhibition. After visiting each and every stall at the exhibition, 2 lakh people turned up for the show, which was a major hit. Leading organizations supported it. Coca-Cola was a main sponsor. Oberoi Hotels, Air India, LB Couriers were other various sponsors. All the newspapers, Times of India, Nova Times, Pioneer, Statesman, everybody gave half page, full page free ads. Creation Hoarding Company gave him 25 free hoardings. Then he recorded messages with various actors like Nana Patekar and others, Sunil Shetty, Jackie Shroff, asking people to come and collect their free passes for the show on 27 May 1996. This show was applauded by everybody. It was shown live on Doordarshan and in Mumbai channel. And most important, UNAIDS, Geneva, Switzerland, has sent my son a letter saying this was one of the best AIDS awareness program in any part of the world. Then, after few months, T.K. Chaudhary, then Additional Commissioner Administration, asked my son to organize an AIDS awareness program for Maharashtra police, because police get everything for free, so they go to red light areas and get AIDS also free, so a lot of policemen have got AIDS. He gave my son an office in the commissioner's office and a car and mobile, and he invited 2 policemen each from each police station all over Maharashtra. They gathered at police grounds Naigam Parel, and my son did this free AIDS awareness training to entire Maharashtra police. Policemen's wives came and thanked my son that now we will catch our husbands and we'll see how they bring AIDS into our homes just because they are getting everything for free. Now imagine please, the same Maharashtra government and the same Maharashtra police has jailed me, 79-year-old senior citizen widow of freedom fighter, and my son. This is a very big award given to us by Maharashtra state government and Maharashtra police. And not to mention, my husband went to jail with Mahatma Gandhi for the country's freedom fight. And what an award a freedom fighter's family, widow and son, has been given. Jail of 4 days. This is really shameful and shocking for the central government and Maharashtra government, and especially Maharashtra police. How much bribes they must have taken to jail a 79-year-old poor widow sitting on a peaceful protest hunger strike, and they file a false case that she and her son were going to commit a suicide, which Honorable Bombay High Court has rejected outright. This is really shocking. That is why I am requesting you, please come and join me in my Dandi Yatra meeting at Azad Maidan on 15 August, where I will make citizens arrest under section 43 criminal PC of these 4 guilty cops on 15 August, India Independence Day. They jailed me on 15th August. They jailed me on 26 January 2012, India Republic Day. So I will arrest them on 15 August 2013, India Independence Day. Thank you.